All right, so let's look at a couple of examples of TypeScript. So I'm going to type out here. So by the way, this is TypeScript's website, and there is a playground part of the website, which is awesome. It's called Playground, and it's literally that. We can just mess around. We can type TypeScript on the left side, and we get to see what it looks like in JavaScript on the right side. So just a great place to kind of mess around and get used to it. And again, a lot of these are optional. So for example, I could put here var name equals, let's see, Christopher. And notice how in TypeScript I have no error yet. I'm not specifying the type of name because it is an optional feature, but I'm going to specify here the type of string. And there it is. Now, if I were to change this to number, it's expecting that to be a number, so it's going to tell me here that there's an error, and that is not type string, it's type number, or it's expecting type number, but I put type string. So let's look at a couple examples again now. Name, type string. I'm going to put here Christopher. Keep going. Num for number. Let's put here number for its type and set that to 15. So far, so good. On the right side, it's just plain old JavaScript. On the left side, the only thing that changes is really just this type. So it's really not something to worry about or kind of fear. It's just kind of the ability to make this. So if later on I want to change name to another string, that's okay. But if I want to change name and I accidentally try to change to a number or a function or something like that, then it will warn me. Let's look at an array again real quick. My R for array, type array. So we type in that the type is array, and then we'll say what kind of stuff is inside of it. We'll say here number. Let's set it to an array of 1, 2, 3, and there it is. And let's look at the any, var something, type any is equal to 15, something equals to hello. So anything can go into it at any time. Just doesn't matter essentially, right? Awesome. Let's look at the function real quick. Function, sample name function. That's a great name for a function. First, for the first parameter. And let's expect it to be a string. And let's expect to pass back a string as well. So we'll pass back a string. And here's the block of code. So if you see from here left to right, the only thing that's really being added is the colon and the type string for the first parameter, and the colon type string after the parentheses for the type of thing passing back. And here it's giving me an error because as it stands right now, this function is not returning a string. So if I ever say here, return first was passed in as a string. It must be a string, and I'm passing it back. And since it is a string, I'm passing back a string, so no problems there. Awesome. And let's look at a class also. So class person, no parentheses here for TypeScript. And if we want to create an instance of a class, we know in JavaScript we have to use this instance of the class. Here in TypeScript, we have a constructor function that comes with this class, with these classes. And inside of the constructor, the parameters here is what we pass. So we have to say that they're public, and then give them the name person, perhaps has a name, which is a type string. And there it is. So if I create an instance of person, let's take a look here. We can say var a person, which is type of person, just like we say it's type of number, type of string. In this case, it's type of the class person. We're going to set that to be equal to new instance of person. And since this is giving me an error, and it's because, again, everything is specific to how it's designed. In this case, the constructor says, hey, if you create a new instance of this, you have to pass me a name. Where in JavaScript, those are optional. Here, they're required. So we'll say person name. And there it is.